And this is not going to be a long video because what I'm going to say is pretty much understandable, and you should already get what I'm trying to say. But the reason why black people don't support other black businesses is not because of the fact that they're black. You know, you have a lot of people saying that we don't support other black businesses because they're other black people, because they're the same skin tone as us, because they're just like us. You know, that has nothing to do with it. You know, that's a pretty much ignorant way. It's very ignorant to think like that because, number one, that's like the farthest from the truth. You know, the reason why I'm going to give in my personal experience why I don't support black businesses, and I'm not going to really make this a general statement because, you know, everybody feels different from how I feel. So I'm not gonna say all black people, but I feel like the reason why we don't support other black businesses is because of the professionalism. You know, around the area, you know, where I stay at, you know, I don't hear about a lot of black businesses. I've been to some, but I probably didn't really know that they were a black business. But, you know, when it comes down to, you know, black businesses, I find it hard. I don't find it hard, you know, putting my money into, you know, black businesses or, you know, a black entrepreneur. If they have a product that they're selling and the product is good, I have absolutely no problem supporting. I have no problem with buying that product if it's a good product. But when it comes down to these companies that are black owned and stuff like that, you know, a lot of times I felt like I wasn't welcome. I felt like they didn't want my money. I felt like I wasn't wanted to. I felt like I wasn't wanted there. I felt like, you know, I was bothering them because every time I would go into a black business, the owner or somebody that was working there would have an attitude, and I could just tell that they didn't want to serve me. I can tell that they didn't want to be there. I can tell that they really didn't want my money. And I'm like, you know, why have a business if you don't want to be there? Like, because me, like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I just got the idea in my head today that I wanted to eventually start a business. And I had a couple of ideas in my head. I'm not sure yet, but I have some ideas that I'm thinking of because I eventually I would like to be self-employed, and I don't know what I would market that to, and I don't know what kind of product I would sell or whatever. But, you know, there's a lot of things that I'm passionate about, but I haven't exactly went forward with anything. But there's a lot of things that I'm passionate about, and I just dibble and dab in certain areas. But, you know, we as black people, because I tell myself this all the time, to smile, to be pleasant to people, to, you know, try to have like try to exude positive energy, because, you know, nobody wants to be around somebody that's miserable. Nobody wants to be around somebody that's, you know, mad all the time, or somebody that's giving attitude all the time. Because I know that I hate going around people that have attitudes or that are miserable and people that lash out at you. But a lot of times I realized, you know, I was getting that energy off of some people or some of the places that I've been, because, you know, I too also was giving off, you know, a bad vibe. Like, you know, because a lot of people will tell me, Tiara, you know, you have a natural mean mug, and a lot of times you don't smile and you look mean as hell. And I'd be like, yo, like, I know that a lot of times I could look mean or, you know, or unpleasant or like I'm in a bad mood, but it's like, it's not my fault, because, you know, it's just, you know, that's just my facial expression. But if you was to come up to me, if you was to ask me something or try to start a conversation with me, like, I'm like the sweetest person ever. Like, I would never just completely ride somebody off like that. I will never just disrespect anybody like that. But, you know, I am human. So a lot of times, you know, I realized I was kind of giving off, you know, a bad vibe or bad energy. So, you know, I had to look in the mirror and say that, you know, obviously you're having these type of experiences because, you know, that's the type of energy that you're giving off. So when it comes down to these black owned businesses, you know, you have to act like you want this business. You know, you have to act like, you know, that business is your baby and that you have to take care of it, and you have to put your all into it. You know, you can't just, you know, be at the counter and have an attitude, or, you know, just be giving people dirty looks and, you know, just, you know, saying, I don't know, just saying, you know, negative shit to people, or, you know, just not, you're just not presenting yourself the way you should, the way a professional business owner would conduct themselves. And I see that with a lot of black owned businesses. They look unhappy, they look mean, they look miserable, and I don't know if it's just a cultural thing, but that's the reason why a lot of us don't support other black companies, is because, you know, we didn't have a good experience when we went, and we already feel like, you know, they don't want us in their store. So, you know, I don't want to bother nobody. I don't want to upset nobody. I don't want to piss nobody off. So, you know, I kind of just, you know, I go to the stores that want my money and that are going to give me good service and that are going to give me my money's worth. So, I'm the type of person, like, you know, I believe in black people, and I don't feel this way about all of the black businesses that are owned out there, because, you know, you have some of them that give good customer service, and, you know, their product is good, and they don't try to bullshit you, they don't try to get over on you. You know, they have good, you know, they just have good business etiquette, you know. But because, like, even like when you go to like the Jamaican restaurants, everybody complains about the Jamaican restaurants, and they say that, oh, all Jamaican people look mean, or they look like they have an attitude. And a lot of times people be like, oh, I hate going into the Caribbean spot to order food because I always feel like I'm bothering them, or they always just have an attitude with me. But people will say that the food is slamming, so they continue to go. It's not that, you know, black people don't have the, like, we don't have the, you know, the potential to be good and to be great, because it's in us. You know, it's in us. And a lot of these cultures around here, a lot of these people that, you know, emulate our culture and stuff like that, you know, they get it from black people. They get their swag, they get their, you know, they get their ideas from us. They steal things from black culture all the time. So, you know, I was kind of thinking about maybe wanting to open up a business, but I really don't know what that business would be. And I feel like I'm passionate about it. I feel like I would be motivated about it, because who's not going to be motivated to want to, you know, chase after their dreams and be passionate about, you know, what they're really trying to do and the product that they're trying to push out there. I just, overall, I've tried to be like a pleasant person. I try to not be like a negative Nancy. I try my best to give off good vibes, because, you know, I want people to treat me, you know, how I treat them, you know. So that's what, if anything, I think that black people need to work on their attitudes. We need to work on more on our health, you know, from the foods we eat, from, you know, exercising, and, you know, just treating ourselves better, treating other black people better, and, you know, try not to be so mad about everything. Try to Be happy about life and be happy about, you know, that you have an opportunity to be better, to be greater, and to, you know, look beyond yourself, you know. Because trust me, it's not horrible. It is not horrible. And I'm getting tired because my arm is hurting and I'm holding this phone up trying to talk about this with you guys. But that's my take on why we don't support other black businesses. I will get back at you guys another time with something else interesting to talk about. So I'll see you guys later.